Welcome back to the Dubois Podcast. We are
Dubois.
It's another magical Saturday.
Yes, sir.
For you guys, it's Thursday. But
True.
Saturday for us.
Yeah.
indeed.
I look like up there.
Is it lower than usual?
Yeah. Well, no, then like with the old stand.
Oh,
That's what I was
okay.
like.
Yeah. How y'all doing today? You living life? You enjoying it?
Tragically.
True. Unless y'all want
I
to
get
change
that.
that.
True.
True, you can make it
Please.
a wonderful experience. You just watch the fucking episode.
God.
Yeah.
And the TikToks, please.
TikToks.
Watch our stuff.
Anything in particular exciting happen? Or
The week is over.
Do we go down the line
It's a
for that?
bonus.
Or do we just kind of all just,
I think we usually go down the line.
Yeah.
sorry, bud.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Another week.
I have something to say.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
He always does.
Where's my camera? Old people?
I
know we- I know we had this conversation
three.
before.
Oh, yeah, it is part 3.
Yeah.
I know we've
Yeah.
had this conversation before, okay? I seriously need some of you to start minding your goddamn business. Why are you standing at your door, staring at me, do what I got to do? Just the whole time. And I look at you.
Uncomfortable.
I look at you in your eyes, I wave, and you don't wave back.
That's
Fact.
rude.
Yikes.
That happens to me at work all the time.
I
I'm like,
hate
"Gee,
that.
You're
It's because you're
staring at
surrounded.
me.
Yeah. You're surrounded by old
The
people. at
worst
your
is
job.
when
Hate
like
it.
you're like good morning or like hi or like
Yeah.
like saying something and they're
Yeah.
just
Like, I'm like,
it's like all right then I take it
well,
back.
bump you too then.
Right.
Bad morning.
Well, fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
True.
It's like you're walking your stupid dogs. And you,
Damn.
Damn,
Hey,
the
it's
dog,
not
the
the
dog.
dog.
and you
Dog
feel
doing?
no, they're stupid by association. And you're making your dog stupid. And you walk by and you're staring the whole time. You're not even behind a door at this point. I look at you, I give you one of these, and you don't even respond. You just turn, keep walking. But then as soon as I turn around, then you look back at me, and I know you are.
Next
Stop
time
it.
just look at them like this.
I wish I could, but the
Straight
phone number's on the
face.
truck, so I can't.
Just T-pose.
That's
can't
okay.
have it.
You don't have to wave. you just have a straight face, like just regular, just like what's up? There you go. There you go.
Yeah, just mind your business and be friendly.
You'll live longer.
You have. I'll be honest. You don't have a reason to be upset. Okay. I understand. It could be scary being old. I get it,
It could be scary.
but you don't have to be rotten all the time. Okay.
Talk
Because
about
you're going to die soon. I mean,
Golly.
Okay. Well, I was trying not to say that, but
you said it.
correct.
Yeah.
Everything aches. And every time you move,
That's how I feel
everything
though.
creaks.
That's not my
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that's not. I didn't do that.
If it's too that much for you to handle,
Oh,
Figure it out.
we're just talking. Ooh, never mind.
I'm old.
That'd been
I'm
spoilers.
going to be the crusty lady from SpongeBob in a wheelchair.
chocolate.
I always hated it.
She kind
That's
of
definitely
built like some
chance.
chocolate.
True.
Kind of a little bit. That's why she hated it.
It's
Everyone
cannibalism.
always thought she was chocolate.
Damn. I probably hate it too.
Yeah.
That's why she had like no limbs or anything.
Yo, they ate them all. That's the secret lore of SpongeBob.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Oh, goodness.
Yikes. My week was okay.
Oh,
Your week was okay.
Yeah, I didn't do anything too exciting. Ramadan's over, so
hey.
Yeah, back to sugar. Nice.
I
Oh,
got, I got
true.
the iced tea once again.
We're back.
You survived.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel the life returning to me.
Okay.
It wasn't too bad. I liked some parts of it because it gave me a reason to like not have like the things that I just like use as like crutches to like
Mm-hmm.
be awake, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
I actually have to like,
Smelling salts.
but, you know, it was a nice experience.
Okay.
I'm slightly glad it's over. It
Hey,
was-
you did
It
it.
was not easy, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
That's what matters.
Nice.
Yeah,
Came out on the other side,
indeed.
a better man.
I suppose.
Well, hopefully.
I gave Evan the rest of my Kit Kats because during my vacation / death,
Oh, true.
I bought a bag of Kit Kats because I was like, I'm gonna cheat a couple days because she took a couple days off because she was
Do that?
Yeah. Well, there's certain things that
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
allowed
yeah.
to do, or it's kind of like recommended to take it off. But so I ate like half the bag immediately,
That was ravaging.
and I felt like ass afterwards.
Well, yeah,
So-
you had no sugar for like 3 weeks and then
Yeah.
pumped yourself full of
Yeah.
it.
So once Ramadan was over, I'm just like, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I took the bag, I put it on his desk, and I walked away.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah, that was my week.
All right.
How are you going?
Mine wasn't bad. No highlights, but started some new shows.
Nice.
The Fallout show we started like 2 days ago.
Oh,
That one was pretty good.
Live action one
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
seemed interesting.
like all live action, anime or gaming
Yeah.
things. I'm always like, it's going to be ass. Or I'm not expecting much.
Yeah.
But they actually did good.
Yeah.
They've been improving finally.
Yeah.
On some,
It took many
the
years.
One Piece one I liked quite a lot.
True.
And,
One
and
Piece.
It sounds like that one's not too bad. So.
Yeah. It's like some people might think some parts are corny, but when you really think about how Fallout is, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Given like at least the main character or one of the main characters who's from the vault. She don't know what the world is like. In her mind, well, she
I
kind of
love
knows what it's
her.
like, but she grew up in like everything's good. We got food, we got water, like we're all gonna help each other out. So of course that's like her, whole thing. And so when she's out there, she's like, it's not what it is. No one's nice up here. So like, it's those things, but I feel like it plays well with how the Fallout environment works.
Nice.
It's also very gory in some parts, which
I'm
is
not
how
surprised,
Fallout is.
actually.
It was. Ooh, I was like,
Yeah.
whoa there.
Yeah.
But
They-
she just is like, okie dokie. And I'm like, I
Yeah,
love
that's like her
that.
thing.
Yeah, she just says, okie dokie.
Nice. Have they done any like VATS references or anything like that?
Not really. They've used the Pip-Boy a good amount, which is cool. But nothing. I've been waiting for like a freeze frame where they
Yeah.
just like do something. But yeah, but that'd be cool if they do.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, this week was a week. I
True.
am
Indubitably.
extremely glad it is over with.
True.
It was rough. There was a solar eclipse. There was a retrograde.
True.
There was probably a moon shifting somewhere in there. It was a lot, and
There
I'm
was an
glad
eclipse,
it's
so-
over. Yeah. I know. I think there was it's funny. I think Mercury ran into retrograde the night of the eclipse.
Where
So,
were you?
but we'll get into that another episode.
I'm going in.
Um,
Where were you?
But yeah,
Where
I'm
were you
glad
when there
it's
was a
over.
retrograde during an eclipse?
I actually was at the store.
No, no.
I was at Big Y getting groceries
Nice.
as it
got
was
home.
happening.
I looked at the sun for a little too long.
Oh.
I'm blind.
Rest in peace, Calvin's
More
eyes.
blind than you were before.
True. Oh.
I'll book
True.
the I'll
Yikes.
book the Tibet tickets. Maybe he could focus on eyes too.
Yeah.
Hell
You
yeah.
can put some. Give like the
He's
eye
a man
drops.
of many talents,
True.
He did bring 2 of our members back to life.
True.
So
True. Maybe more in the future.
Shout out to
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
Raymond. Shout out to you.
we appreciate
I forgot
you.
that was-
Oh yeah, another thing with the eclipse. We watched it at work. It was cool.
Yeah.
I do want to I guess the next one's in like 20 something years. Like I want to go to somewhere that's
I'm
in
not
like
gonna
full totality because I feel like it's
Mm.
cool seeing like
Doctors.
everything get dark, but you still see like the sunset in the horizon.
Mm.
Because my coworker went there. He went to the Adirondacks and like took pictures and stuff.
The what?
He's a big hiker. It's like a mountain, I think.
Yeah.
That sounds something sci-fi. That sounds made up.
Yeah, he's a big hiker, so like
Okay.
he loves going to all these places. And
Nice.
he was saying it was probably like one of the best experiences that he's like had.
We should go to the Aurora Borealis
I would
And
and
like
watch
to.
that
Yeah.
and the eclipse at the same time.
Thank you.
That'd be amazing. All right, we got 20 years to plan.
True. Okay. We'll
Start-
get there.
Start
We
saving.
can save up.
Yeah.
If we save up now, by then we just might have enough money.
Maybe.
Oh Jesus.
Good, bro.
That boy thirsty.
No, I'm gonna be 46.
Oh, I don't like to think
Oh,
about
I
that.
didn't think
Gosh,
about that.
we'll all be in our
Thanks a lot, bro.
40s.
I don't like to think about
Well, I think it's like 27 years, so we're gonna be like 51.
no.
That's crazy.
Maybe I'm not gonna go.
Jesus.
Damn it.
Anyways, on a lighter
sad now.
note,
I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
why don't we get to the music recommendations?
Speaking of being
Oh, that's
blind,
me. Huh?
Yeah.
What?
I said, speaking of being blind, what can you do when you can't see? You can still listen.
Oh my gosh. Audiobooks. No, I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
your transitions spot on every time.
Chef's kiss.
Mr. Alex, would you like to start?
Let's go. It's me. It's your boy. No, we're not doing all that. My
You
music.
already did.
Well, now you got him hyped up and you just let him
Yeah,
down.
my fault. Hey, bring it back down here.
No, bring it back up. What's wrong with you?
Hype, hype.
Bring the energy.
My music recommendation is it is a song. It was supposed to be last week's song, but you know what happened last week. You know, we got beat out. This one is "Burned" by Sinead Harnett. I think is how you say it.
Okay.
It's a very good song. It is another kind of sad. It sounds sad. This one, more somber, basically about her. 1 second. Sorry.
Did the chocolate rain right there.
Sorry. Anyway, this one is about like her being in presumably a relationship with somebody who loves her. But she like acknowledging that she isn't like in a place to like love him or like healthily love him back. So basically the message of the song is like set yourself free, like don't stick around. You think it's easy to kind of like help me, but it's you'll learn. And then she says like you like being with her you will burn. That's the name of the oh my god. But yeah, basically it's very much no, that's the wrong one. Yo, you gonna get us copyrighted, bro. You sound just like him. But yeah, basically tonight, you know me, my sad boy era since birth. But yeah, no, just the message is cool. It sounds good, and she can sing. Yeah, good. W.
Gorgeous.
Nice. I'll
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you later. My music recommendation is Over 85 by Hojin or Hojan. I'm not 100% sure
Eugene?
It's hot.
how to say it, but I don't think that matters that much.
Nice.
Do we all have heat-related songs?
No.
Have what?
Heat-related over 85.
Mine's about like speed limit.
Oh my god!
I was thinking age. I was thinking age. I was like, oh, old people. It comes from circle.
Over 85.
Sean would never.
Over
Over
85.
85. That's the devil right there.
True, especially if you're nosy.
Oh, I was like, what?
And white.
Oh,
They're usually the nosiest. It's fine. They know it. We all know it.
Hey,
Let's
you'll be that
real.
one day.
Oof.
He
you
might.
better not.
He has a path.
No, I'm not
It
going to be
depends on
nosy.
what path he goes down. He's got two paths to go.
I have two cultures to choose from, whichever wolf I feed. Anyways, it's a very nice song about a gentleman wanting to go see a lovely young lady or person. I don't know what their preference
That's
is.
all that exists. Ladies are persons.
Ladies are persons. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
That's all that exists to me.
Okay.
Yeah, he wants to go see her. He's very enthusiastic about seeing her. It's a very nice, vibey song. But you know me, I live in a world where sadness is the key. So,
Bars.
I view it in like a lens of just, that kind of like somber-esque thing. I don't really know what I'm saying right now. All I know is that the song makes me feel a certain way,
Yeah.
Nice.
and
That's all you need.
Right.
And it's a good
Sometimes it's
song.
not the vibes.
you should go listen to it. And that's my spiel.
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah.
Speaking of feeding wolves,
Oh.
my song
Oh,
recommendation is
okay.
Howling.
Okay.
Okay, that was
All
an
right.
actual
That
good
was
one.
smooth. That was smooth. Good job.
By cartoon Jaja. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's Jeja.
It'll be on the screen as
Jeja.
well.
But the
so.
A has an accent, or no, sorry, the E has a little accent over it. So
Okay.
it's fancy. And Asena, A-S-E-N-A.
Summer.
Asena, I don't know.
As we're saying,
I don't know any of
We're
the
done. You're
artists.
done.
I don't know any of the artists, and I'm not really sure what the song's about.
How'd you find the
It's
song?
possibly about fucking. I'm not sure.
Oh. Got you howling? God.
Yeah, I'm not
That
100%
is
sure.
funny.
But I like the song. It's bumping. I like listening to it in the car.
Okay.
It's-
Oh, you beat.
It's got
oh.
cool vibes. No!
I mean, driving horn dog.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
He'd be in there
You
like
guys
this,
are
just
mad.
swinging his hips to turn the steering wheel.
You know, you gotta work them hips
Oh,
somehow.
goodness.
It's a workout.
Yeah, he has to hit a sharp turn. Has to like do one of these right there.
Y'all hear it later and you'll understand.
Yeah, and
Oh, no.
I'll be right there with you.
Oh, shit. Hey, I'm riding on my own.
Coward.
But yeah, it's cool. I don't know.
How'd you find it?
I think it came up on my recommended at
Okay.
one point, and I was just like,
oh boy.
"What's this? Okay, it's cool.
Nice.
Add next."
You didn't even listen to it. You just said,
Oh, I didn't listen to it. That's why I think it might be about fucking.
Oh my
Jesus.
gosh.
Anyway, what's your song recommendation?
real,
Calvin?
real,
Okay.
real tight ship we're running here. Right now.
Yeah.
My music recommendation this week is Homesick by Wave to Earth, the same
Hey.
band I recommended last week. I think it was last week. It's basically a song about like he has the feeling of being homesick and he wants to get back to somewhere that feels like home, but he has a broken wing,
Yeah.
Damn.
which kind of implies that like he's holding himself back. It's a very beautiful
He
song.
broke his own wing.
No, he just has a broken wing.
Oh, wow.
It's a very beautiful song, very great melody. The instrumental itself is great. The vocals are great. Like I said last week, honestly, all their music is amazing. I think everyone here should listen to them, and everyone not here, that's you,
Also, listen.
also listen.
On Spotify.
Yeah, at the end of the song, he's like, I want to get home, but like he wants to be brought there, you know, because he's injured.
It's all like me for real.
Yeah, but it's really good. And honestly, like, it's one of their English songs as well, but the vocals are just really good.
Nice.
Still is.
Also kind of a summer song, so, you know, fits our theme
W.
for most of us.
I was gonna say.
Maybe not all of us.
Alrighty. Well, my song recommendation for this week is Housewife by Queen Herbie. I just love the vibes. It's kind of like, it's just girl boss empowerment. She's
Hell yeah.
basically saying like she wants to be a housewife, but it's going to be her house. It's not going to be his house. And like she's going to get everything she wants for herself. And it kind of just puts you in like a mood where like, it's like, damn, I want it. I'm going to get it for myself. Like
Talk
I'm
about
bad
it.
bitch, you know? I like it.
Nice.
Right, period. And her last, even if you don't listen to this song, her last few albums, Chef's Kiss, highly recommend listening to them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love her.
Bet.
Yeah, but yeah.
Speaking of girl bosses,
Where is this going? What are you doing here?
Are we about to jump past the music recommendations?
do we have any other recommendation?
Well, no, but if you want to check out all of the songs we've been recommending for the past 13
Spotify.
episodes,
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
You can edit that.
it is the
I'll try.
It's got
music recommendation.
you know, please check it out.
Stations.
Yeah.
Give it a follow. We update it basically when every episode drops.
Yeah.
You can listen along with us.
Yeah, there's a lot of different styles on there, a
Because-
lot of different mixes, and
True.
it's just going to be great.
Never
A
mind.
little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
What was I
No, because you said listen along with us. I'm like, yeah, at like 3 a.m. on Thursday, I'm gonna be listening to it.
Hey, I support it.
I mean, I know he
I'll be
is.
schlump.
Yeah, I am. There's like almost 3-ish, if not more than 3 hours worth
Oh,
of
yeah.
content on there.
There you
so
go.
We're up there.
3 hours
Not
of
going to beat
content.
my playlist, though.
yeah.
Almost at 4,000 hours.
Damn.
Yeah.
4,000 songs, hours.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's way. Oh gosh. Anyways.
All right.
So
Back to
speaking
your
of girl
transition.
bosses,
Oh, okay. I really want to know where this is going. So pick it up.
I got no way
Oh
to relate
my
that.
God. This is my last
That
episode.
could be a personality type.
No.
You're gonna have. Ooh, never mind. See, that's what I'm scared of.
This is why I wanted you to do it.
Oh.
You could have just. We didn't develop a signal or anything. I didn't. You're over here doing a transition. I was waiting for you to transist.
You were supposed to
before
know
I-
by the
Transist.
stare. He was just gonna stare at you, and that was gonna be your cue.
You don't understand my stares by now?
No,
Despicable.
they all look the same.
They're all just
Get sticky
stairs.
note
they all harbor hatred.
Are you gonna full screen it?
Oh shit, yeah.
One kind of personality is a girl boss.
Yes.
Exactly.
Somebody get them.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Dubois Podcast.
This is our first episode ever.
It feels like it.
We're gonna be talking about personality types. For fair warning ahead of time, personality tests aren't a one for all sort of. This is what you are. You have to follow T for T. They're sort of just like ways to sort of better understand yourself and sort of get an insight into you and your friends and the pod.
Nice.
Are you saying when I took that autism test that when it told me I was autistic, it's not true?
It's not true.
It's not 100%. But
Okay, hey, yeah.
You never know.
There's room for error.
I'll ask my doctor.
That's probably, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Should have started there.
Yeah.
see professional opinions, not mine.
Fair enough.
You mean the internet isn't a professional opinion?
Could be.
I feel like it should
Ours
be.
is.
If you,
True.
if
Yeah.
you believe hard enough.
Our opinions are facts.
Yeah, yeah. Degrees. I got those.
Degrees?
Probably
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
the most professional personality test out there, though, is
Yep.
the
There
4
it is.
Hogwarts houses.
Yes, sir. Nerve.
Before we test the pod, what do you guys think your Hogwarts house should be, and what have you currently been tested as your Hogwarts house?
Yes, sir.
What have you been placed in?
I'm ready.
Are we going in an order or just
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
matter?
We just kind of just.
So
You know, if you remember and know.
I took the test for Hogwarts Legacy
Nice.
because it was like a thing that you could do. And I got Ravenclaw. But when I took Chance's test, put me in Slytherin.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
I guess to preface that, we did do a Harry Potter one shot where I
Okay.
customized my own test using some of like the basic traits that you see, and sort of had them sort of take like a brief. I think it was like 4-question quiz or something like
Yeah.
that. Not the most accurate in the world, but
No wonder I got Slytherin.
and it placed their characters in their houses, and some of them got houses that they didn't really want.
Me.
Me.
Yeah. But yeah,
We got each other's houses, actually.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Sean got his house that he wanted.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
as my
Sister
character wanted.
Yeah, the character wanted.
Yeah. As far as the Real Housewives of Hogwarts. See, when I was a youngin', I was Ravenclaw gang, but then as I matured and got older, I realized I'm kind of stupid. And
Same, bestie. It's okay.
and then I realized that my true nature, Hufflepuff gang, baby.
Yeah.
I
Big
think
Huff
that's
all
what
the
I
way,
got.
baby.
Big Huff.
Yes, the H.
Hell yeah. It's
Big
W.
H.
Big. It's a pretty.
The
It's a
line
wide
in the
H.
middle is a little thick.
I always used to say when I was younger that Hufflepuff is the house that they put all the fat people in, because it just sounds like Hufflepuff sounds like
They kinda
what I do when I go up the stairs. So I don't know why that was just always my thing.
My sister made me take one, and
I
I got Hufflepuff.
I don't believe that anymore. I don't believe that anymore. It's just I said that when I was a kid, but then I realized that Hufflepuff is the
Crazy.
best house. So,
Oh, okay.
but I'm Big Huff too. So you know what I mean?
Huff.
Did you also get placed in Hufflepuff when you took the test?
Yeah, the Pottermore. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, the one for Hogwarts Legacy as well?
yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Hufflepuff baby.
I will.
To this day. Loyalty, patience, hard work,
Yeah.
honesty.
Make sure you're listening, girlies.
Most of the time.
Most of the
You said
time.
most of the time?
Most of the time.
I said
Yeah.
make sure you're listening, girlies. I looked at the camera and I said it.
I'll always be honest with you.
Sounds a little-
All right,
I
whatever.
don't know. Alex.
Anyway, so growing up, I was what do you call it? I was a writer. I was I rode the wave. I was a surfer for real. You know, the movies were mainly about some Gryffindor, so I was like, Gryffindor's dope. Gryffindor's cool. I want to be
That's
Gryffindor.
the house.
Low key. But then as time went on, I was like, hold on. You know, Slytherin. Big Slytherin. You know, but
Don't throw up the Slytherin set.
you know, Slytherin's kind of cool. You know, it's green. It's my favorite color. Something about a snake. It's just dangerous. It's cool. It's anyway. We're not
Yeah.
But
anyway,
when I'm a snake, I'm fake. Okay.
it's different. You're a betrayal kind of snake. I'm trying to be
A resourceful kind of
snake.
snake. A resourceful kind of snake.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that the last one is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when I took the Pottermore thing, I was Gryffindor. So
There it is.
The
truth came out.
because he's definitely a Gryffindor
I
for
don't,
sure.
see, I don't know enough. Like I've watched the movie except for like the last one, but like I didn't really retain enough info to be like, oh, I really want to be in this house. So
Yeah.
like for me, it was like, oh, Ravenclaw's blue. I like blue, and then it's got
No,
ravens. and I like
definitely-
ravens.
You're definitely Ravenclaw.
Think so?
Yeah, you have Ravenclaw vibes.
Nice. You think I'm smart?
Fucking nerd. I'm just kidding.
Yo.
What a loser.
That's what Kaylee calls him all the time. She's like, "You're such a nerd."
Damn.
Like they'll come over and like you guys will
You
be in
bully,
a
bro.
game or something, and like he'll have his headphones on and he'll be talking in
You
the
would
game.
too if you were in
and
my
like
shoes.
Kaylee was like, "He's such a nerd."
Probably.
I love when Kaylee calls us his Discord kittens. That's always
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, she's so funny.
I can't live.
True.
Yeah, everything he's done, she's like, "You're such a nerd."
But it's like she also is one because she's watched like every Marvel movie in order to prepare
Yeah.
for things. So it's
Damn,
like
he's trying
I call
to
her one
fight.
too.
Low
She's
key.
gonna
Call
hear
her out.
this.
I will.
Talk about it.
Talk to her.
We'll see if she really watches these.
Ooh, true.
Oh, yeah.
So what's yours?
We're gonna be getting a text message.
Nope.
I think so. My sister had me try it, and I'm pretty sure I got Hufflepuff. But
Okay.
like,
Gang.
Makes
I'll be the
sense.
first one to admit it. I've never really watched Harry Potter. Like, I've watched like clips here and there, but like,
do any of the words like speak to you at
I've
all about
never-
being more related towards your
Get
personality?
that big dome out the way.
not really.
Damn. I don't know about the trait
Awful.
specific, but I will say
I
like
don't know.
I think you do fit Hufflepuff the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think patience.
not a bad thing.
That one I don't
HP
really
vibes.
have a lot of. I think
Harry
I'm
Potter.
lacking in that department. But like,
Not everything's
I'm pretty
one-to-one.
loyal, and I work hard, and I'm honest for the most part.
Nice,
My
I'm not
fault,
daring,
Yeah,
and
my
I don't
fault,
have
Chance.
courage.
I didn't mean that.
crazy.
It's that beautiful
I
head
don't
is
have
full of
much
knowledge.
Unfortunately, I am divergent.
Heck
He
yeah.
is. He just has one last one to collect. They're like the
Yeah.
Infinity Stones.
I've taken the test 3 times and gotten 3 different results. The first time I took it, I was Ravenclaw.
Nice.
Second time I took it, I was Slytherin.
Heck yeah.
And then the third time I took it, I was Hufflepuff.
Hey.
Wow, so you're just missing Gryffindor.
Yeah, so
Got some bravery in you.
Interesting.
Yes, sir.
we shall see. I don't personally. It's hard to really lock in. I like Ravenclaw's vibe the most,
Mhm.
but I also could see the Slytherin representation in myself.
Okay. Okay.
You know, I don't know about being Gryffindor. Maybe occasionally if I'm being loud with the boys, you know, I can see it.
It's a little rowdy.
You definitely have like Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff vibes the most, I'd
Okay.
say. And when
Okay.
you're playing games, that's when Slytherin comes out.
That's true. That is
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
I'd
The
be
cunning shows like
Yeah.
through his
Yeah.
fucking
Low
games.
key.
Stu's always 5 steps ahead of us.
Facts.
Unless
I-
it's a 1v1.
Oh,
True. That is where he
True.
does not
Damn.
succeed for some reason.
I get too in my
The
head.
hubris, yeah.
Yeah, the
But
hubris.
board games, though.
True.
He's the
I
game
am,
master.
I am the master.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Gryffindor. Courage. Daring. Nerve. Chivalry. Being loud with the boys.
Yes, sir.
I feel like
Yes,
that's
sir.
the missing link.
That's
right
like
there.
that's a staple right there.
That is my house for real then.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, as like a third party observer, my favorite thing is to like listen to him when you guys are playing because he says the most outlandish
Love
things.
I bet.
And like
Fucking
I'll listen in and I'll
crazy.
hear like the random things and I'm like, what the fuck are you guys
Yeah, what's
talking
going on?
about?
No context.
Right, like I have no context. I'm just like hearing all this, and I'm like, oh my god. And then like my favorite is when like I'm walking into the apartment and I could hear him like outside of the apartment.
That means
Like
you know
I
the
think
other
it's
people
so
have heard him
funny.
saying shit.
Luckily,
That
it's
happens
not
to
like
me
super
sometimes.
loud. Like
Oh,
I'm
sure.
right in from the door, but you'll hear him like,
Yeah.
oh man, come on, like what was that? And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh god, yeah. I'm just like, oh goodness. And then like there are certain names that like I've picked up on now that I'm like, oh, okay, this is a character. Like this is what he means. Like
First time she's like,
something
who
must
that
be
bitch
happening.
Raina?
Yeah.
Why you keep saying Raina?
It's so funny. Like, oh gosh,
Nice.
I think it's great.
Yeah. Well, I think it's time that we figured out what the Dubois house is.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be interesting, especially since we're all
With all of
different.
us
Yeah, I was
ones.
saying.
Yeah.
Well, all of us are. You said you are Gryffindor officially, right?
Oh,
So,
he's Gryffindor.
2
Big
Hufflepuffs,
So-
a Gryffindor.
Oh, so we're missing technically a full Slytherin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll fill in the slide.
Oh.
He's divergent, so he
Yeah.
can pick which one.
Yeah.
That might affect all of ours.
True.
It's true. All right, let's start it up.
It is interesting
Alright.
though to see how we are as a collective.
True.
All right, Dubois.
Dusk.
Dusk?
Yeah, I think Dusk.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
we're more
has
night
its-
people.
Yeah, Dawn has its good stuff, but Dusk is, yeah.
Yeah, we meet at dawn because it's like we have to.
Yeah.
Because we want to.
Facts.
Plus, the sky's like so much prettier in dusk. Like you get like the sun, you get the sunset, you get the stars. Like it's just so magical.
True.
Let's lock it in.
Sunset.
4 boxes are placed before you. Which would you try and open? A gleaming jet black box with a
What
silver
box
lock
is-
and key, marked with a mysterious rune that you know to be the mark of Merlin.
Who's a Slytherin, by the way?
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't know that.
At least in the
Yes,
game.
sir.
he is.
No, he is. Yeah.
Okay.
Even
Thought that
though-
was weird.
Even though I think technically he existed before the houses should have, or like before Hogwarts was.
That's
founded,
also true.
but
Whatever.
Whatever.
We make it up as we go.
Is a small pewter box, unassuming and plain, with a scratched message upon it that reads, I open only for the worthy.
We're too insecure for that.
Yeah,
one.
so that's not me. For sure. Not worthy.
Yeah. I might like put false bravado. I don't know. Yeah, confidence.
Machismo.
The next one is the small tortoise shell box embezzled with gold, inside which some small creatures seem to be squeaking.
It depends on like
I'm
the
gonna
squeaking
I
noise.
gotta rescue them.
Nah, because like, what if it's like bugs or
spider.
something? Yeah, and like a million
like,
spiders come out and like eat. No, no,
be
or like
like,
a
"You got
mouse.
It's not my problem. They
No.
can get out.
But like if it's like a kitty cat, then like yeah. But like if it's like a anything scary, no.
And the last one,
Sounds pretty.
the ornate golden cask standing on clawed feet,
Damn.
whose inscription warns that both secret knowledge and unbearable temptation lies within.
I was literally about to say that's the coolest looking one, so I
Ooh.
might do it. But then I read the words and I was like,
See,
Damn.
because I know myself. I give in to temptation easily.
true.
But so if I'm like forewarned, like just like the box being pretty, I'm gonna be like, I can resist. If I open it
Yeah.
and then I'm tempted, I'm
Yeah.
gonna fumble it.
This is also kind of a little on the bougie side. I don't know.
True.
If
Who
it's
got to
that-
pay for that?
So we got the fancy one, the
I'm
temptation.
gonna say first one for me.
We got
the
the
Merlin one.
That's what I was thinking.
animal,
Yeah.
small animal box. We got the fucking boring plain ass one.
Damn.
That you're worthy or some shit.
Damn. Probably got the coolest stuff
And
though.
then we got the box that has the knowledge of Merlin or whatever.
Yeah, for me it was one or the last one, but the
Yeah.
last one scared me away
Yeah.
as I kept reading. The squeaky one, I don't know. It depends.
What
No,
kind
if
of-
I hear creatures in there, I'm like, what do I even need to open this for?
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
what
I'm
if
gonna
it's
bring it to someone
scary?
else.
Yeah.
It's a
You
bit of
open
a-
this. I'm gonna stand over there.
It seems like we're kind of going towards the first one.
How do you feel, sir?
I would say either the first or the third one was sort of my
Okay.
pick. But again, there is sort of a 50-50. Like it could be some fucking wild ass
Yeah.
True.
animal or something like that.
Especially
that
in
eats your face.
that
Yeah.
universe.
Yeah.
I don't want to open it and be a
Yeah.
big ass tarantula.
What
Oh,
if it
hell
just
no.
like pops out and just eats your face off?
Exactly.
It's a mimic.
You can't defend yourself.
Yeah.
All right, let's lock it in.
Lock in.
Go just
Ooh.
Hey.
Which of the following do you find most
Yikes.
difficult to deal with?
Oh, difficult. Yeah.
Oh,
Loneliness,
okay, let's see.
boredom,
Ooh.
hunger,
Ooh.
being ignored.
Ooh.
That's mine.
I'm dyslexic. I thought it said being bored. I was like,
And cold.
hoes don't get cold. So
Okay.
That's crazy.
I'm not worried about that one.
My personal
Yeah,
one
I
is the
said it.
being ignored
yeah.
For me,
That's
and the loneliness.
I'm regularly ignored, so I'm pretty adept at dealing with that.
Same.
for me, it's either the being ignored one or the bored one.
Boredom. Boredom and loneliness. I tend to divide with a little bit. Cold. I also get cold as shit, but I know nobody else is gonna agree with that.
As a podcast, though,
Right.
being ignored is the worst thing.
That is true.
So click
as
it
a
up.
person being ignored
Hit
is
the
the worst
like
thing.
button.
Yeah.
The worst thing.
Nah, don't you dare stonewall me. I'll fight
Well,
you.
I don't see it as for like Stonewall, but just in general.
Don't
like,
you dare ignore me.
I grew up like dealing with that a lot, so I feel like that's what.
Especially if
Sits
we're
with me the
talking, I'm
most.
trying to have a conversation with you.
I think
That'd be
all
happening
three
to me
kind of fit
sometimes.
the vibe.
It feels
for
bad,
the
but-
pod,
Sean hasn't given his answer.
What do you think?
I don't know.
You don't know.
The toughest to deal with.
Yeah.
I think for me,
I was gonna make a
personally,
joke,
it would
but
be this
like,
Hungry? Yeah, thanks.
no, I was gonna say you deal with the loneliness every day.
But that's the thing, is that
Not
I'm-
lucky though.
Doesn't make it easier.
I'm adept at dealing with loneliness
Same.
and being ignored because it
Same.
happens so often.
Well, the being ignored one still hurts. But
It's
I
weird
eat
because
it.
like
I've
the
been-
hunger
I've been
one
going for
kind
it.
of seems out of place for all
Yeah,
of
that's
these.
crazy.
Yeah, it is a little
And
weird.
cold a little
Lonely,
bit.
Bored, ignored, Hungry?
It's like
Yeah,
I'm really
but
hungry.
I mean, like,
I can't deal with
extreme
this.
hunger. Like
True.
if you don't eat at all for like
Starving.
extreme
But, like,
hunger
how often
could be
is that?
uncomfortable.
Oh,
Yeah, but if you're taking a Pottermore quiz, I don't think you're starving. You know what
Yeah.
I
I mean,
that's true.
Be realistic.
so our options are between what?
Take this quiz
Loneliness
instead of eat a meal.
and being ignored or boredom.
I think all three do sort of have their reasons, but all right, everyone's got to lock in one.
Yeah. All right.
and we'll
What's
pick
yours?
the majority.
Boredom.
Come back to him.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna say, for the sake of the pod,
Sick
I'll
of it.
say being ignored.
Sick of it.
Yeah, I'll say being ignored.
Samesies.
Because this is the podcast.
True.
Pottermore
Being
quiz.
ignored.
Being ignored.
Like it up. Click it up.
Don't ignore
Share
us.
it with your friends
Yeah.
and family.
All right,
Bang, bang.
lock it in. All right. Which of the following would you most like to study?
Marine biology.
Mer people,
It's kind of what that is, I guess.
Yeah.
centaurs,
Hell no. I know what they do.
werewolves.
Ooh, werewolves.
Werewolves are cool.
True.
Vampires,
Okay.
goblins.
Are vampires in Harry Potter
think
like
so.
that? Like, are they like
Not
big?
like in the main
It-
book.
kind
but
of.
I think
Okay.
yeah, they are.
I mean,
I think.
fucking Voldemort's kind of a vampire. He'd be sucking
no,
on.
he is not.
Well, no, like they.
I
like, they
equate him
kind
more
of
to a snake.
Well, they
made
implied
him-
they implied that he was like vampire.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, because he sucks the unicorn's blood out of his
Yeah.
neck and leaves like.
I thought that was just some freaky
Oh.
shit he was doing.
You know,
for,
it-
for something.
I know about the, I know about the two holes
It's
part.
like
Yeah.
I was like,
lightly
maybe
implied.
unicorn blood
Yeah.
like gives you powers. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's lightly implied.
What freaky stuff would you do with
Goblins.
power?
I'm gonna be honest.
Nah.
There's enough
No,
goblins
I would
everywhere.
say
I don't really
They
care.
are a little different in Harry Potter versus other like.
Well, no, I've
goblins.
seen them.
Yeah.
They're like
White.
bank people.
And their spice.
Oh, white. Yeah, I've seen them just
bank
like run
owners.
bank stages.
Yeah,
like, do
goblins
other shit.
generally known for being pretty attractive as opposed to.
Yeah, so I don't care.
Trolls
Nah.
and ghosts.
I'm a troll.
Ooh.
If studying ghosts lets me get rid of that annoying ass dude in Hogwarts, yeah, Peeves, then maybe. But if it's not, then I don't care.
What do we think?
I'd say mer people.
I'm gonna be edgy and
people
say
or ghosts?
wolves.
I was stuck
werewolves?
between mer people and wolves.
Three.
I
Three.
like werewolves quite a bit. And my song recommendation perfectly.
Hey, bro.
I'm gonna say for me it's either werewolves, mer people, or ghosts. Those are my
Okay.
three. I'm
Okay.
kind of.
And you're just with
Wolves.
werewolves. You're
I do
wolves.
fuck werewolves. No.
You-
I fuck
Whoa!
All right, Mordecai. Back to what we were saying. Werewolves.
Chance fucks werewolves.
Where do you find them, yo?
That as the ability to cut that out.
Nah.
No.
That's
we got
staying
it.
in.
He's like, actually, I'm gonna make it in there twice
Look,
now.
Oh my
It's gonna
god.
be on TikTok too.
True. Where do you find the werewolves at?
Honestly,
Bite me, bro.
yeah. True. Please, me too.
That's a vampire thing.
It's hard to be in
Oh,
human.
werewolves?
No, werewolves.
Transmit by bite
Yeah.
too.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
it was
that's how you
scratch.
become one.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
their-
that's true.
it's-
What is it,
It's-
rabies?
It's bites and scratches.
Yeah, it's like
I
their
think.
Vampires
saliva.
are
What is
killing
it,
you.
rabies?
Damn near.
Huh?
Sucking your. Nope. But I meant blood. Blood.
All right.
Now we know what Alex really
What the hell
really
is
thinks
going
about.
on at this table?
This
I'm gonna
episode's
also
crazy.
go werewolves. I think I would.
You
I have
vibe
more
with anything
interest
particular,
more than mer
Veronica?
people.
Yeah. I've-
Personally, I think mer people would be pretty cool to
Mer
study,
people?
or like ghosts,
Okay.
because like
Okay.
ghosts are fucking cool, right? But like for the sake of like the pod, I would say werewolves. Werewolves are pretty cool too.
Okay.
For Halloween this year, we're all gonna be. No, I'm kidding.
Don't get their hopes up. If we get 100 likes on this video,
We'll
we'll be
all turn
werewolves
into
for Halloween.
We'll turn it.
We'll conduct.
You got
conduct,
We'll research like it.
We'll conduct the companions ritual in Skyrim.
Yes, sir.
True. Werewolves.
Man, I wish.
Let's lock it in.
What kind
My
of
dogs.
Dogs out.
Which
Oh,
nightmare would frighten you
This
the
one?
most?
So what I'm in.
Nice.
Reality.
Standing on top of something very high and realizing suddenly that there are no
Ah,
hand
fuck no.
or footholds nor any barrier to stop you from falling.
Just kill me at that point.
True.
Wait, so you're just endlessly falling?
Well, no,
No,
you're like
you're-
standing on
you're
top
on,
of
like, a
something really
stairs.
high.
Okay.
But there's no protection. I don't know why they have
Stairs.
handrails in
To show you
here.
the danger.
Because they
I
said that there
see
are.
a lot that I could
but-
grab
You
onto.
probably try to reach for them and then they just disappear.
Maybe.
That's kind of Okay.
I feel like that's like a
See,
positive.
all right, no. See, that's the hypothetical shit that I'm talking about that this guy would do. It's like it specifically says there's nothing to grab onto,
there's
and you're
no-
like, I would simply
Yeah,
grab
but
onto
the
something.
picture disagrees. The picture shows something
You didn't
else.
say it this time.
I didn't even do any.
Your
Nah, you
responsibility
this
this
is how I
time.
get done.
But that's no. But now we have an example.
You can't say much after that.
I can't argue.
This one, my actual real fear in real life is heights. So this one.
Same.
It's kind
Yet you're high as hell in your apartment. Not that kind of high. What floor are you on again? It's
22.
That's not as high.
This one
Never
is
mind.
me low key.
This one says, being forced to speak in such a silly voice that hardly anyone can understand you. And everyone laughs at you.
Yeah, but you do that.
Yikes.
normally.
No, but like when I purposefully do it, it's fine. But like I was at jury duty the other day, and when I don't
Oh,
talk,
you actually went?
yeah,
Oh, they made you? Damn.
yeah. Well, I just did it so I could get it out of the way.
Yeah.
So
I
it'd be
wanted
good.
to, but they never call my name.
Oh, nice. There you go. I wish that was happening to me.
I want to be there.
Huh?
I want to be there.
Me too.
You're guilty.
Oh, you want
just once, just to see what it's like, you know.
Hey,
You're going to prison
Mazel tov.
for the rest of your life.
but anyways,
Wait, but don't actually. Let it be natural.
when I don't talk for a very long time, my voice like I don't know how
Nah,
to control it.
I do the
You know what
same
I mean?
thing, and I hate it.
So whenever they like called my name and they're like, "Oh, say like,"
oh, so what's that?
whenever they're like, "Oh, we'll call your name," and you say present, and like you have to like speak out loud, like my voice had to reset, so it sounded weird.
Yeah. Oh my
And I was
god.
mad insecure about it. So low key, this one might be me.
Nah, I do a thing where I'll like after not talking for a bit, I'll try to say a word.
Yeah.
And it's almost like how Chiku meow sometimes. My mouth will
Silent
move,
meow.
but it's a very like raspy, very quiet like word.
Here.
All right. Next
Batman.
one
Yeah.
is waking up to find that neither your friends nor your family have any idea who you
Ooh,
are. So
actually.
amnesia.
Ooh, that's
Probably
scary.
that one.
Well,
That
they all
is-
have amnesia.
That one's probably,
Yeah, that one's up
That is-
there right
that is
now.
a tough one. That is a tough one.
especially if you start
and
looking
then
at me like that.
last one, an eye at the keyhole of the dark.
Oh hell nah.
Fuck
that
Chill
one-
list.
that one-
It all went from like
Hell
realistic
nah.
potentially to like
That one.
ghost or demon.
That
That yeah,
That
no
one's
windows,
scary as hell.
no
Room.
sunlight.
With no sunlight or anything. The
Fuck
only
no.
light that
Yeah,
you
no.
see is
That's
through the
definitely-
keyhole.
That's
And it's an
definitely
eyeball
it.
staring at you.
Nezuko.
True.
No, but this one.
Anything
Yeah.
vibing to you guys in particular for this
See,
one?
here's the thing.
It was
This
the
one-
last
This
one.
one would be scary in the moment, but you get
Yeah.
used to it after like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like the
Well, yeah, I guess if it's
Like
like,
the-
this is the
you-
rest of my life.
you wake
But-
up and all of your friends and family forget who you are. That's like
That's-
anxiety.
yeah. But it's a
nightmare, bro.
So, yeah,
Forever.
this-
Don't last that
to
long.
be fair,
It
this
almost
is
Oh,
makes
it's
you
only a
feel
nightmare?
this
crazy.
is
Yeah,
a
it was
nightmare,
frightening.
and what would frighten you the most in the moment? I think it is more in the moment, not
Oh,
long
okay.
term.
Then I guess the
yeah.
last one.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like for some real
I'll
life
have to go
stuff,
with
the
the
family
last
You're dreaming.
one. But
Yeah.
For a nightmare, this one.
you're strolling down the beach with your boys with the Dubois Podcast.
Cruising.
Yeah, and
For-
all of a sudden, you're trapped in a room with the eyeball staring at you through the keyhole.
No, for me, I think the first one, I guess, in a nightmare
Or
scenario.
Amnesia.
Cause,
people laughing at you 'cause
Because
you
these
sound
two,
dumb.
I don't care about now that I know it's
Oh,
just
I
a
just
nightmare.
realized the picture
Or-
in a
That's
mouth.
true.
Yuck.
You're walking.
I might go with the
upstairs,
first one
no
because like
protection.
those times where you're laying down and you get that weird like you are
Yeah.
falling.
They
but
say
that's
though.
what
a
scares
common
for me.
thing in general
but
in
for me,
dreams,
though,
like, or nightmare. Or,
Huh?
Hold
That
on,
is like
to
a
be
common
like
feeling
woo
in
woo
nightmare.
real quick. They
Mm.
do say though that when you're falling in a nightmare or in a dream, that like if you land, that you die in your sleep.
Oh Jesus.
It's like a woo woo thing, like
Mm.
you know, yeah, a woo woo right there. But like yeah, like I've heard like
Woo woo
like theory. The theory is that like if you're falling in your sleep and you like don't wake up before you fall, that in your sleep you die.
I'll keep that in mind.
W.
Yeah.
I'm never falling.
No,
I'm
but
not
for me,
waking up.
the only reason
He's like, I've embraced.
the only reason for this one that I'm not like it'd be like I'm scared of heights, but like in a
Yeah.
nightmare, if I'm just like standing on top of something tall, but I'm gonna just sit down, I'll be alright. I'll
You're
just not
funny.
look and I'll be cool.
Oh, well, I guess
What?
it doesn't say that
It
you
says
are
standing on top
falling.
of something.
No,
it doesn't say you
just
are
says that
falling.
you're
It's that you
standing
can.
atop
Something like really tall.
Yeah.
something high.
There's,
and
there's nothing
And
to
there's no
stop
See,
you
I
from
don't know.
Catch
falling.
yourself.
That's a
Who
weird way
made
to-
this up?
Yeah, that's not so scary now.
Yeah.
All right, I guess the last
Harry
one.
Potter himself made this, bro.
Oh hell yeah!
Well, he needs to do
He
better.
needs to get back to his job.
My actual one of my real life
What do you-
fears.
What do you feel?
One of my real life fears is waking up and everything that I've been experiencing in life never happened.
Oh, that's like the red
And
light.
it makes me think
the
of like
red
what
lamp
moment, like what if I
story
woke
on
up
Reddit.
and I'm still in high school?
Mhm.
Dude, I think about that all the time.
Same.
But the way I imagine it is that like I'm actually like in like a room and I'm being like studied,
Yep.
and
Oh,
like every
geez.
movement that I make in life, I make in the room, and the people are observing me.
Yeah, you should check it out.
That's why
it's
when
called
people,
the,
like-
the red lamp story on
Mhm.
Reddit, I think, and it's basically
Yeah.
like that. It's basically what it is. Like this guy, he gets like knocked out, and he thinks that he's just like living his life, and like he has a wife and kids, and like
Oh, I remember
he
that.
Yeah, he like looks at a lamp and he notices that it looks funny, and like he keeps staring at it, and then like the story progresses, and then you realize in the end, like it says that he was actually knocked out, dying on the ground, and he thought that like this whole 10 years of his life was real, and it wasn't. And like
Shit.
he pictured like a wife, a family, a
Mhm.
house, like all these
That was probably
things
his
he
body
thought.
trying
I
to
think-
cope
yeah.
with the
Yeah,
pain.
he thought that he was like really experiencing it, and like it's
I
crazy
think
to
in the
think
story
about.
he like even like mourns the loss of his kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
I
like
crazy.
yeah,
and they
I
get
would too.
divorced or something, right?
Yeah.
Because like he doesn't pay attention to them,
Yeah.
and like the wife leaves.
Yeah.
takes the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he actually feels as if he's like living his life out
Yeah.
afterwards and doesn't like realize it.
Crazy.
I think about
It's
stuff
not
like that
real.
sometimes,
Well,
too.
for me, like,
Where I'm
when
what if
people-
I'm like dying on the side of the road right now, and this is just
Yeah.
my body, like, you know, like
For me, it's like I don't believe in the whole simulation shit that people do, but like when I think about it, I'm like, damn, that'd be
Yo.
crazy. But even like in I think Fallout 3, there's like a thing where like one of the vaults is people living their lives in like a 50s like kind of sitcom type of thing, and so you like dive into it essentially. But it's like, what if that's like a thing where like you're living your life and all stuff, and then you come out of this
Yeah.
like chamber.
Yeah.
that
Honestly,
you wake up in.
Like
yeah.
planet Earth could just be like a giant gerbil ball. When you think
True,
about
that's
it, like we could literally just be like in a giant gerbil ball, just being experimented on and being watched by like these creatures that
Yeah.
aren't even human.
Hey, can you make
That's
the
another
simulation
Woo
a little
episode,
bit more
though.
in my favor,
That's
please?
what
I'll
Right.
stay in
Like,
it.
you, like,
Like if
happy,
you just
bro?
make me
Give me
happy.
some
then-
extra money. I need like a
with
boost.
the, like the stress test, like
Yeah.
like see how much you can handle.
Yeah.
For real, I don't like this.
I guess the last one, if
Yeah,
we're
the
talking
last one.
nightmares.
Mhm.
I can't believe that it's just like, oh, you look down and you're under like a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Yeah.
This one is the most vibey for
for
the
a
pod.
nightmare.
Yeah.
for
Oh,
a
for that's
nightmare,
true
yeah.
for the pot. Oh yeah, because like
Also,
The pot
once you
doesn't make
start
sense for,
falling,
like, losing
usually you
family,
wake
I
up,
guess.
but
Yeah.
usually.
That's true.
it'd be
We don't
us.
have family.
None of us would know each other. We'd be like, "What are you? Who
Well,
are
we
you?"
would know
Yeah.
each other. We wouldn't know the podcast.
Oh shit.
Oh damn.
That would make the podcast very difficult.
Podcast
Little
very
bit.
difficult.
True.
All of us are like insecure to share our feelings.
Yeah.
We just don't know each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want to lock in the last one?
Yeah.
Think? Okay. Lock it in.
Oh, I know why it's a real fear. It's
Glory.
only one eye watching us as the podcast. Only
Shit,
one
that's
viewer.
scary as hell.
Yeah. One view for the rest of our lives.
Please God, no.
Given the choice, would you rather invent a potion that would guarantee you
Okay, hold on.
glory,
Love.
power, or wisdom?
I would say power or wisdom, because you can do a lot with both.
I don't like the way any of these sound.
What does power imply?
Exactly. I feel like it.
Do I just
Just
get like
negative.
$6.2 billion?
But also, what's
Probably not.
glory
Yeah,
without
that's
power?
true.
I'm
Right.
thinking glory is more like fame and
notoriety.
Yeah.
notoriety and
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
attention.
but that in a sense gives you power.
yeah.
So what does power give you?
Well,
Love.
in this,
What does love give
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Wisdom.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
I guess for the sake of the pod, I'm going to go with glory.
Oh, yeah, I'm saying
True.
glory.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry. Glory. There it is. If you were attending
Ooh.
Hogwarts, which pet would you choose to take with
So
you?
I don't know if I've stated this on the podcast, but my familiar
Mhm.
is a Russian blue. Well, so
You
my
did say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
my Patronus is a Russian blue cat. So as
I don't-
my wizard persona,
Mm.
not Harry Potter wizard, like regular cool wizard, I've decided that a Russian
Got
blue
him.
cat is going to be my familiar. So I'm going
Is
to
it
say
just
cats.
these three?
Yes, it's cats, toads, or owl.
You get an owl regardless for going to Hogwarts, so I'm all set. I'm gonna say cats.
think-
Not to hate on toads. That's not even a toad.
We do have.
That's a cool looking toad.
That's like, it looks like a
That's a lizard.
dragon.
It's like a dragon.
Yeah, I know it is. A little,
If toads looked like that, then I'd be all over
Yeah.
it. But nah,
it's one
I'm
of
gonna go
those
with
fancy
cats.
toads. We do also have the Dubois Podcast mascot.
The boys.
The boys. Oh, they're
Yeah.
officially the mascot.
So
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
gotta
I
be
think
cat.
I think
I
it
guess
kind of
so.
lines up.
That's
Yeah.
true.
W.
Select. There it is.
Oh.
If you were attending a hire, which pet would you choose to take with you?
Russian blue,
Zuko!
baby.
A ginger
Is it
cat,
one of the options?
No.
a white cat,
Ooh.
a Siamese cat,
That's our hot.
There's
our,
Chunks
no,
Badongs.
the mascot.
tabby cat, or black cat.
I kind of
Siamese is the mascot,
I
bro.
like the tabby cat.
I kind of want to go wild.
I
So
like
fluffy.
I like all
That's
of
Chiku.
them.
It
That's
is.
my guy. Oh, he's a tabby cat, really?
No, Siamese.
Oh,
He's
Siamese.
a Siamese mix.
Tabby,
Yeah, I'm pretty
Siamese.
sure he's a snowshoe.
Okay, he's even mewing like Chiku does.
Right?
I do like the white, but I do like Siamese. So.
Yeah.
But that's, what are you saying?
White.
What are you saying? White. Of course you are.
He likes
BH.
white bird.
Siamese.
Siamese.
I like the Siamese.
You're saying white?
Get that ginger one out of here. I don't want to think
Damn.
about it.
Damn.
I don't know. Ginger cats are fine, but Zuko.
Oh, true.
Zuko might have put a bad
I don't want-
taste.
yeah, I
He's
don't
a
want bad
menace.
Yeah.
I can see through his hatred that there's
think-
love behind there, but it's okay.
No, there's no love behind there. There's just evil.
I think Siamese wins the vote,
so,
and
yeah.
you know,
I think-
it's
I think-
totally fair.
Yeah, true.
I think you loving animals has biased you. I think that's what it is.
It might be. One day he'll love me.
He's like, I'm sure of it.
I'll take the scratches and the bites.
All right, we'll lock it in. Heads or tails?
All right, rapid fire.
Tails. Only because it looks cooler.
Yeah.
Like one.
I was still processing
Tails,
as you
didn't
were
say
saying. I was
yours.
like,
Yeah, if we're going with these, I would
Oh,
go
yeah,
with tails.
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 Tails looks cooler.
I want no Santa
There it
Claus.
Lock it in. The sorting hat is ready to make your
Oh,
decision.
heck yeah.
All right. Before what are our guesses? What do we think?
I'm gonna say,
I'd say maybe Ravenclaw.
Slytherin
I was
or
thinking
Ravenclaw.
I'm just gonna say
I was thinking
Ravenclaw.
All right, I'm gonna lock in Ravenclaw.
Raven.
I can see it,
Ravenpaw.
I can see it.
What are you gonna say?
I'm thinking
Oh, actually.
maybe
Ooh.
Slytherin, maybe Ravenclaw.
That's on my two. Right?
I'm gonna say
might-
Gryffindor.
Okay.
I just came up with
Maybe
the
Slytherin.
Slytherin in my
Some
brain.
Gryffindor.
Maybe Slytherin, because we chose like Glory and like the Merlin Secrets thing.
Mm.
Maybe Slytherin. Ravenclaw or Slytherin?
Mm. Tough one. All right. Drum roll, please.
Hopefully the audio's not fucked.
Okay.
Yeah. Slytherin.
Nice.
There it
You
W.
probably know that some of Slytherin's most renowned members include Severus Snape and Bellatrix Lestrange. But did you know Merlin himself was a Slytherin?
Yeah.
Nani?
Or that according to legend, the ribbon of the first class order of Merlin is green to reflect this Hogwarts house.
Here it is.
Gorgeous.
That's awesome.
W.
I'm richer for having known that information.
Okay. Hell yeah.
All right.
So the Dubois Podcast is
Finally.
officially a Slytherin.
Yay.
We're all snake.
Red nag.
100%.
Oh goodness.
All right. Well, with that, to move on to less accurate personality tests.
Okay.
One of the main tests that everyone talks about is the Meyers Briggs test. I don't know if you guys have taken it before. Do you guys
Forever
know?
ago.
I
know
took
if
it
you're
without knowing
ago.
at all how to interpret any of what it was telling me.
Yeah,
I
some
have
of the
the-
questions are a
somewhere.
little. I feel like they're very leaning towards one side or the other, or it's very hard to tell in what scenario they're applying to. But
I was like INFP or something like that. I have the picture somewhere. I'll look it up later. And I'll send it so you can put it.
Myers Briggs is extrovert versus introvert, sensors versus intuitives, thinkers versus feelers, judgers versus perceivers. What do you guys think? What do you guys think you are, at least, if you haven't taken that
Personally,
Definitely an introvert.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
I-
introvert.
I'll say most of us are probably on the introverted side,
Yeah.
despite the fact we're doing a podcast.
Hold on. Because if we're going by like the general understanding of extroverts and introverts, yes. But these two
Do you
explanations
want
of
to full
extrovert and
screen it and make
introvert
it bigger?
Oh yeah.
is a little bit different.
Yeah, I guess
Let's
it's
do
true.
it.
So extrovert are energized by people, enjoy a variety of tasks, a quick
Definitely
pace,
introvert.
and are good at multitasking. Introvert often like working alone or in small groups, prefer a more deliberate pace, and like to focus on one task at a time.
If we're going based on just this, it's kind of tough because like in all reality, neither one of those is correct for themselves. And there's also a different breakdown of like different types of extroverts, different types of introverts. Because like for me, like
I'll
the
go
first
onto
part,
the website after,
energized
they'll
by
have a little bit
people
more.
is like it can apply to me, but I also do like small groups,
Yeah.
deliberate pace, one task at a time.
Mm.
I don't like multitasking or having to be rushed.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think it depends on you can function in a certain thing, but which one do you prefer? What do you feel more
Yeah.
comfortable in as well? I think is
What do you
often
gel
more
with
important.
more?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What feels natural to you versus what you're forced to do. Let's say at work.
Yeah.
Because that can often change things. That you live a certain way because you have to, not because it's what
Mm.
you want to do.
That's fair.
So I think that's a good perspective to take.
I'm still an introvert.
Are we? I don't know how we're doing this.
Oh, I'm going
Like,
through all of them. My
Are
fault.
we?
Or just
Well,
do
no.
one by
Are
one?
we
We should go section
doing
by section.
individuals?
I.
Well, I said
And then the
give your
group?
individual bit,
Okay.
and then we can
Should we
try and
get the letter?
evaluate the
I
group.
guess.
Yeah.
I.
You know what? Because I feel like I have like I enjoy some of the extroverted traits,
Mhm.
but I
Well,
guess maybe technically introvert. So I'll say I for the first one.
I'm gonna say
Dang.
I as well.
Okay. I think we're all locking in.
Yeah.
The next one is sensors versus intuitives. Sensors are realistic people who like to focus on the facts and details and apply common sense and past experiences to come up with practical solutions to problems.
Hell no.
I'm
Intuitives prefer to focus on
No, you're
possibilities in the
realistic.
big picture, easily see patterns, value innovation, and seek creative solutions to problems. Big picture, small picture, I think is usually what people tend to explain it as.
See, he's kind
I'm
What
of
if I'm
both.
neither?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
both.
kind of
Are you
both.
more day to day, or are you looking at the long term? That kind of,
Depends.
yeah. And I mean, you have to do a little bit of both in your life in general.
Mhm.
But which sort of do you feel like is more important to you, maybe, or what do you find more value in?
Like I said, I feel like I'm very heavily
Yeah.
both.
That means I've
I
changed
taking
since the last
test
time I've
makes it a
taken
little bit
this.
easier because you don't have to try and just
I think I'm an S.
look into yourself
Yeah.
and try and figure it out on a very simple scale.
Because I know that like I am intuitive in the sense that, like I do see patterns,
Mm.
and I do focus on many possibilities for like scenarios.
Yeah.
That's true.
But I also am like a realistic person
Yeah.
who uses facts like in details.
Mm.
So true.
I feel
And I
like-
also use my
yeah.
past experiences to like solve
Yeah.
problems.
I think you could also look at it as more of like, which I think this might go into one of the other sections, but sort of like using like intuition and like being a little more adaptable in the moment versus being a little more structured and planning things out, that kind of thing. This is a hard
Intuitive.
one. It's not something that
Yeah.
people discuss a lot.
Yeah, I'm a lock in with intuitive.
But yeah, I know
I
the next
feel
one will
like-
probably be a little bit easier to think of versus feel that one.
I feel like I'm definitely more intuitive than a sensor because, like, sometimes I have a hard time, like, focusing on the facts versus, like, how I feel sometimes. So I let, like, my emotions get the best of me and, like, I'll blow something out of proportion even though, like, it's not meant to be this big thing, but, like, sometimes because my emotions, it turns into this
Mhm.
big thing. So I think intuitive, but, like, not always in the best senses. Like, sometimes negatively intuitive.
Gotcha. Okay.
I kind of want to say S. I used to be anyway. Last time
old
I took,
Alex.
Yeah, no. Look, the last time I took it, it was different. But
When
I
did you
f-
take it? Like in school time? Like
yeah,
high
like
school?
high school, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh, we're
But yeah, because I think like now, whenever I'm like presented with a problem, if I can't like I don't necessarily seek innovation to like handle that problem. Like the faster I can kind of get it done, and like
So you go back to what you want to do.
kind of, but like it's yeah, basically, and like the past experience thing is like, okay, what have I gone through to help me like draw on to solve this
Yeah.
problem kind of thing. So I think S probably.
Okay. How you feeling,
Also,
Sean?
Sean gets mad whenever I say I'm just being realistic. So I think an S.
I don't know. I dipped too much into both of them.
Mm.
Yeah, that's where I was.
Yeah.
But I had to
as
pick
far
one.
as like big picture, small picture, do you have a no?
I don't have like a
No, both equally important.
yeah.
Day to day or like big, like you said earlier.
Yeah, like long term
Yeah.
evaluating things.
Damn.
'Cause, like-
This is a very
Because
difficult
like
one.
saying like day to day, like obviously at work and stuff like that, day to day, you're
Sure.
like an S, but like
Sure. But is that something that you like regularly think about? Is that something that you find more valuable or important, or you're just like, I get through the day to day and then I can sort of worry about those long-term goals that I have, and that's what I really value. Day to day is
People
more
like
just
on
something I
weekends and
have to
stuff
do
like that,
versus
too. Are
something
you
that's
more like,
important.
get from Saturday, get from Sunday,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Are you just trying to get through the day, or are you just trying to get
through
through your
life.
life? Yeah.
That's a good way to think about it. Okay.
Oh,
I don't know if that
Which
helped.
like both are
He seems to be going deeper
understandable.
down.
But like when you really think about it, like for me, sometimes I feel like I'm more just trying to get through the day, but like it's sometimes is also like I'm just trying to get through life. Like sometimes it's like I just need this day to
What
be
does that
over with
mean?
and start like
What?
a new.
like what does getting through life mean?
Like I look at it like the way so like the way that Calvin looks at it is he looks at it as like today is what we have, like we need to focus on what we can do today, what our capabilities are today. Sometimes how I look at it is like this decision is going to affect the future. So like if I make this decision now to not see the Barbie movie, how is this going to
what's the larger
well like
impact?
that's like
Telltale
the
game,
lightest
for
thing that I
real.
can think
Yeah.
of. But like if I make this decision now not to
Yeah.
see it, how is this going to affect me in the future? Like when we hang out, everybody else has saw it. If I haven't seen it, I'm not going to know what's a
Overthinking.
part of it. So like I think of like all the other different things where he's more like
Or underthinking.
yeah, he's more just like
I'm not.
this is what we're
underthinking.
controlling.
I just
This
don't
is what
let
we
the
can
future
control today.
define my
Yeah.
current emotions.
okay.
And
I
I think
forged my
yeah.
path. Yes, sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
He more focuses on like
That's fair.
what my capability is now and
Yeah.
like tomorrow versus like how is this going to affect me in the future? 'Cause, like
In
I'm
my-
more
yeah.
so.
In
how
my
is this
brain,
gonna affect me in
sometimes
the
I'm like,
future?
why let this problem?
Mhm.
Why not deal with a problem kind of now that we're presented with instead of like
Mhm.
what's to come weeks from now from this problem or something? You know, I try to just solve it here instead of
Yeah.
like solving it and also like shit, what's going to happen a week from now because I made this choice kind
Yeah.
of thing.
So it's more so versus are you thinking in the now or are you thinking in the future?
Relating this to problem solving is makes it tough.
Yeah.
That's why I said I'm both.
I was
but I
saying,
just picked
this is
one
only
to
one
pick it.
definition of it, so you don't have to follow what it says specifically. It's just
Mhm.
like, a
No.
good image with descriptions that I
Long
found.
time.
True.
I'll say
Deep in the
I'll
archives.
say big picture.
Big picture intuitive.
Yeah. I'll say that.
Nice.
Okay.
Welcome to the
So-
club.
Because I like to I mean, I'm a person who wants to solve a problem in the moment.
Yeah.
So even with like the jury duty thing, it's like I
Mhm.
could have put it off if I wanted to,
Yeah.
but I was like, let me just get it over with.
Yeah.
So like I do that, but I also like to think of like how things will pan out in the future and like the moves you can make today that can affect tomorrow,
Mhm.
essentially.
Yeah.
So I guess intuitive.
So we got a N over here, N over there.
Whoa!
Careful where you
Where
point.
else? You're an S.
Yeah, I think so.
He's an S. That's fine.
All right.
And you're an S as well.
N.
You're an N.
Intuitive.
Okay.
Which is weird. Why is it an N for intuitive?
Like
Because
Yeah.
I is
Yeah.
introvert, so
Oh,
you
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 can't
want
have
to
I.
double up on the
I.
I.
I,
know it's kind of
Captain.
dumb.
Aye.
Yeah.
You're not making words out of this.
True.
I think when I took it, I went more towards the I,
Mhm.
looking the big picture, long term kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I always be chest moving my life.
True.
So
I also like for me, I sit definitely heavy with the easily sees patterns,
Yeah.
especially like in
Yeah.
People's behaviors and
Oh
stuff.
my
I tend to do that
gosh.
pretty heavily.
Yeah.
So
okay. Oh, yeah.
I only see patterns in movies and stories. I'd be like, "Oh, what's gonna happen next?"
Yeah,
But
I've
that's
told
it.
I've told Chance before. I am fair. My intuition. I mean, sometimes I exaggerate, and I'm like, I have God levels of intuition, but that's mostly joking. But my intuition is usually pretty
yeah,
decent.
same here. Hey,
So
that's the
intuitive.
word.
What? Intuitive.
Next up is the thinkers versus feelers.
Feelers.
Don't even have to. I don't even have to
the
read
word
it.
feelers.
Yeah. Someone's
But
a feeler.
here's the
over
thing,
there.
Tend to make
Feeling.
decisions
Shut
using
up.
logical analysis,
Hold on, yeah.
objectively
Oh.
weighing pros and cons, and value
Nope.
honesty, consistency, and fairness.
Hold on.
Honesty, yeah, but
Okay, may I
consistency,
read it?
fairness.
Thinkers tend to make decisions using logical analysis, objectively weigh pros and cons, and value honesty, consistency, and fairness. Feelers tend to be sensitive and cooperative and decide based on their own personal values and how others will be affected by their actions.
I
Okay.
am a thinker for my own problems, a feeler for others' problems. That's
Yeah,
how I look
For
at
me.
it.
Okay.
I didn't want to name names.
And
For me.
Oftentimes these are on a scale, so you're either
you're leaning
going
on.
towards
Yeah.
I or E, but you can end up kind of in the middle or near the middle for certain ones. especially if those personality types or those traits aren't as strong in you.
I'm probably lean more toward feelers.
Feeling.
I'm
I'm
a
a
feeler
feeler.
for sure. For sure.
Emotional.
100%.
I'm a feeler.
A feeler. Theologian, anyway.
I think for quite some time I've been a thinker. I think I've moved towards the feeler a little bit more in my later years.
Damn.
I wasn't allowed.
You're so
I wasn't allowed to
old.
feel as a kid, so I
Damn.
didn't think
Unfortunate, yeah.
I felt too much.
I
too
definitely
much of a
think
crybaby.
that,
I was told.
I lean towards thinker, but there's definitely cases where feeler hits.
Moments.
I'm
Yeah.
a feeler 100%.
Yeah.
Sometimes like it's not good though, because like
Yeah.
my emotions will get the best of me, and it is rough.
Yeah.
Me too.
That's why I said like for my problem, because I personally don't like deal with
Out of
things
iced tea.
on the emotional like side for myself, but like for others, I'm always like emotional for them. It's not just you, anyone.
It's mainly
Other
me.
friends, I mean, yeah, you do it the most, but since you want to keep bringing it up. But like even others, like if friends have problems, I'm not coming at them with like a thinker's route. I'm like being more of a feeler.
Yeah. Never 100%.
Yeah.
And then the last one is
Yeah.
judgers versus perceivers. Judgers tend to be organized and prepared, like to make and stick to plans, and are comfortable following most rules. Perceivers prefer to keep their options open, like to be able to act spontaneously, and like to be flexible with making plans.
Big P's.
This is very
See,
much like a
When it
Hold on,
comes
an
to
early versus late
All right.
person.
when it
prepared
comes to
versus
these
sort of adaptive.
like definitions, I feel like I personally would be more of a judger, just
Same.
because I like things to be like organized and like kind of pre-planned out. However, like I'm also okay with like plans changing sometimes, but it depends on like the severity, because like if it's something completely derailed from like what the plans originally were, sometimes it might take me a second to be like, okay, like just refunction myself. But like I'm also, what's the perceivers again?
Prefer to keep their options open, so more adaptable.
Yeah, so like I also don't like too many options, because I feel like when you have too many options, like it's hard to figure out what is the correct one. So I feel like I'm more judgers on that side.
Like I said before, sort of think of it as what you feel more comfortable with and what more speaks to you, rather than just what you sort of need to or can do, or what you're willing to do, because that doesn't necessarily mean it's you.
Yeah.
It's what you're capable of, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say judgers, because like I very much prefer plans. I mean, y'all know. I don't mind spontaneity every now and then, but when it becomes like constant, I'm like, bro, can we just plan something ahead of time so I know like Saturday this is what's going on, instead of like the day of, like I'm like, oh, I'm ready to just chill, and then it's like, boom, this is happening. I'm like, oh, fuck, now I'm stuck between do I chill after this long ass work week, or do I do this?
Right.
I definitely prefer to be more organized and prepped.
Definitely, I 100%
and stick to plans.
On organization,
Or at
makes
least-
me like anxious sometimes.
Organization or just
Disorganization. I said unorganization, but yeah,
Whatever.
that's the word.
Close enough.
yeah, because like I don't. In some instances, I don't like being flexible.
Mm.
If we're like already doing something and like plans can change, that part I don't mind. It's just knowing ahead of time so I can prepare myself like mentally for what's to happen.
Yeah, and like for me, like I'm a very anxious person, so like if it's a situation that I've never been in, like that's already going to give me anxiety. So like the fact that plans change, like it's just going to be anxiety on top of anxiety. So like I like to kind of just be mentally prepared a little bit to know like, okay, like, things are happening, things are changing, like that's fine. But like if it's going from like, oh, we're all going to hang out at the house to like, actually we're all going to go out to like a mosh pit. And I'm like, what the hell? Like I was not ready for this. Like I'm going to be nervous. I'm not going to be prepared. So I think like, for me personally, it's more of like a judger, but like I also too much organization and like everything being perfect also drives me nuts sometimes.
Extremes to both that
so I feel
are
like
too much.
I'm kind of like in the middle a little bit.
For me, my biggest thing, the reason why I say judges is because like when I come home on like a Friday or any day, it really doesn't have to be Friday. And if I come home at any day and like I sit down and it's like I gotta do something after that like wasn't planned, I'm like, bro, I was just getting into like relax mode. Like I was about to chill and just
you don't have it in your
calm
brain ahead of
down.
time, so it fucks everything up.
Yeah, and then like especially if like I go to do that thing and now there's something else that just keeps coming up, I'm like, all right,
What's
now my
next?
whole fucking night is like I'm stressed out. I just want to be home.
Yeah.
How about this side of the table?
Opposite.
Yeah, I'm a P boy. I'm a
P boy. All right, boy.
I'm
Do whatever you gotta do, bro.
You thinking P boy too? There, Sean?
I-
Okay.
So PP boys.
I
Fight
do. Yeah, nah, definitely. When it's like in terms of me, spontaneity and the whole keeping my options open, even with the hypothetical things, like all day, every day. It's when other people's spontaneity messes like with my plans. That's when
Fuck those other P's. I'm the P.
That's why I'm a little bit more.
All right,
Jay.
that's a good take.
Like if I'm chilling,
That's why he's friends
and
with us, because
my
we're
mom
J's
was
and
like,
he's
hey,
P.
Yeah.
I got some people coming over to the crib. I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
but when it's
You like to be spontaneous,
Yeah.
but not
not
Yeah.
necessarily,
with
not
others
necessarily.
Like, hey, yo,
spontaneous.
ma, I got
necessarily.
friends coming over.
It's more so like when it like heavily affects me
Yeah.
or like my piece, I guess. That's when I'm like, all right, you do.
See,
it to
that's
us, but-
that's kind of how I am. Where I'm like,
When they say
my
mind
piece
your
is
P's
like
and
finally
Q's.
getting home after a long
Talking
day, and
about.
it's like now I gotta go to this
See,
person's
but-
house to do
okay.
this, and that takes a couple hours, and then I gotta go to the grocery store to get these things because we forgot that we needed it, and it's just like, okay, now I'm done.
Yeah. But even with like stuff like that, if it's like the grocery store, something that like I don't want to do it, but something that I myself like have to do to mess up my like that's planned, that's fine. It's when other people's plans kind of like, but with mine, that's where I'm like. But I think definitely some like judger instances, but definitely have heavily more of a perceiver.
Yeah.
I look into the window of my own life. Anyway.
They need to make middle letters.
They need to make middle letters.
'cause once again, I'm
in
kind
the
of
middle
in
for
between.
like every
Undecisive
single one of
letters.
these.
Yeah.
JMP.
For this one though, I will say that I also like things to be more organized. But that's only for things that I don't want to do. If I'm chilling at home and the boys are like, "Yo, let's go do something," I'm game every time.
Yeah.
But if I'm at home chilling and then someone's like, "Hey, like this is just an example. Can you come help me move today?" I'm gonna be like, "Today?
Physical
You couldn't tell me?
labor?
I gotta
No.
mentally prepare for that, man."
Okay.
Man,
Especially
even if you know, you
moving.
still gonna be like,
No, I'm
that.
different now. I'm different now. Now I'm
Test
okay
that
with moving.
theory out.
Yeah, do it, please. I'm
Yeah.
different now. Now I'm more confident in my moving abilities since I've been blue collar for a while.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Got the calluses
I
to
got
grip.
I got the calluses. I got the muscles now, so I'm
Hell
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's all just a giant game of Tetris.
Before though, I used to fuck. I hate moving.
Yeah.
I still hate it off principle, but
Well,
now
yeah,
I'm
no
willing to
one.
do it.
I don't think anyone enjoys
Yeah.
moving,
Yeah.
and it's a little weird if
You
you
would think
do.
with some people fucking move
True.
around. Goddamn,
True.
yeah. Anyways, yeah. So for things that I don't want to do, I need that to be structured because it's like I need to know ahead of time when I'm doing shit that I don't want to do
Yeah.
because I get really anxious. So I need to like
See, but I
mentally
think
prepare
that's
myself
probably
for that.
how I am because it's like not knowing, like the things I don't want to do, not knowing that I have to do them until like that moment or like
Yeah.
an hour before. I feel like now it's stuck in my head where I'm like, I wanted to do this, not going to do this, and it just makes me like
Yeah.
anxious, annoyed, like irritable.
That type of stuff is annoying for
Yeah.
sure.
But if it was something I wouldn't mind doing and someone hits me up, then it's like, okay, cool. Especially if I'm
Yeah.
just home. But like, I don't know.
But largely, I'm more of a perceiver because I'm a very free spirit. I'm very flexible. I'm very see me in a sit and reach. I promise you're not winning. But yeah, I'm very flexible and very
Oh,
spontaneous. Especially when it comes to like plan making and stuff like that for things that are not like important. I enjoy. So I'd say I'm probably more of a perceiver.
Damn, you said hanging out with the boys not important.
No, I said I am game for that. That was the specific
I
example.
thought you
I
said
gave
for
before.
other way you worded it was like, oh, for things that aren't important. I'm
So
game
sorry.
For it.
Okay, I see what you're saying. No,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
important
truth
meaning,
has revealed
important meaning
itself.
like serious.
Yeah.
Serious.
It's something more leisurely. It's
Yeah,
something. It's like a
yeah.
luxury versus
Yeah.
like a necessity.
Yeah,
What you enjoy versus what
Yeah.
you have to do. Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
Nice.
Do we want to try and take majority for what we think the pot is, or because
Did you get yours?
for this
true.
one I said Jay.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Oh, you
sort of
did-
agreeing
yeah,
with
you
you
went
a
off,
little
that's
bit.
right.
Yeah,
Well,
I was
we
like,
all
yes.
we all said I. So
I was gonna
that's-
say
True.
I think we lean towards intuitive
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah, because I think I was like the only S. Yeah.
yeah.
As far as Thinker vs. Feeler, I think we had it was 3-2 for Thinker vs.
I think
Feeler,
feelers was 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So feelers.
and then it's kind of I think technically J is ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
Because
so.
the side is
JJJ,
J, and then you're the
PP.
P's.
PP.
PPs. So let's
So the podcast is INFJ.
INFJ. So I do have not that one. No.
What the
what's
fuck?
that?
We don't see
devil
nothing.
worship.
I'm a giver and a performer. You know what I mean? Anyway.
Yes, sir.
Alex, that's for the
Um,
late night
My
podcast.
fault. Hey, cut that.
He said INFJ.
From your memory.
INFJ, the advocate.
Nice.
Acrobat.
I believe the first time I took the personality test, that's what I got.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're just the podcast?
I guess so. It has changed, I think. But
Yeah.
can I click
You're
on this,
just the
please?
podcast.
Oh, it's
What's
fucking
the
loading.
A? Like after and T?
I think there's
Hey.
another one for like how like aggressive or non-aggressive the
Oh,
personality type is, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
advocate.
yeah. It's not overly like important, but it sometimes people like looking at it.
Little side note. I wish I had Wolfgang in my name. I feel like it's just a
True,
great
it's hard.
Wolfgang. It's just
It's hard.
who the hell took
Wolfgang
that, bro?
Amadeus.
That is just
man.
crazy.
Amadeus,
To have as
Amadeus.
a middle name, a last name.
Amadeus.
It's dope. I don't know what it
Calvin
is.
Wolfgang Burgos.
It doesn't work with mine, but like
Yeah.
you know,
Oh goodness.
I just think the name Wolfgang is dope.
It's hard.
Yeah, I think this does kind of line up with
Who
so
was the first person to be like, it's not a pack, this is a Wolfgang?
I think this does kind of line up not only with like podcasts in general, but ours specifically. Because we say we're doing more opinionated stuff, and we're sort of we're trying to promote things, keep people to be better people. Hopefully, Well,
I mean,
people to be
this
better
whole
people. Sometimes
podcast came
you
up
might-
with a thought and an imagination, and
Yeah.
they tend to approach life with deep thoughtfulness and imagination.
Big W's.
Don't
Their
you know?
inner vision, personal values,
Yeah.
and quiet, principled version of humanism. Humanism. Whatever.
human-
It guides us.
Yeah.
So I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
We're just that
Yeah.
cool.
If you guys want to see personal ones,
Protagonist.
they do have all of them on here. Do you guys remember? We'll just look at the names quick.
Debater. That's Sean.
Only when I need to
Later.
be.
That is an extrovert version of Sean. I think.
Yeah.
Wait, no, because you said you're a feeler.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were INFP. INF.
Mediator.
Dude, I said that on an
No, no.
episode. I'm a mediator at heart.
There it is. Okay. Mr. Alex, what were you?
INSP.
INSP.
ISF.
Oh,
JP?
ISS.
Yeah,
ISFP.
that's it,
Oh.
sir. IS.
FP. Yeah.
Yeah, FP.
ISFP. The
Adventurer.
Adventurer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get a little art, the easel. No,
You see that little dangly earring? on
swatch?
there,
That's
too?
not an
Okay.
easel.
Yeah. Make sure whatever
Palette.
Art palette.
palette.
I'm
not an artist for real.
INTJ.
IN. I think it's at the top.
Oh, yeah.
INTJ.
Architect.
Right there.
Oh, sorry.
Imaginative
Yeah.
and strategic thinker.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely him.
Okay.
What are our plans
The
for
working
the-
man. Veronica, what were you?
Oh shit.
She was
INFJ.
INFJ.
Jay.
Yeah.
INFJ.
There you go.
INF.
This is the
Oh,
podcast.
Oh, that's the podcast.
Yeah.
Hey!
She's the podcast.
Yeah.
She is the pod.
I was the podcast. Now you're the podcast. We're all the podcast.
Why are you
We
stealing her
are.
moment by hitting the microphone?
I'm so
That's
She's
sorry.
crazy,
like,
bro.
it's not
I'm
about
so sorry.
me.
I'm gonna 13 page letter apologize.
You better.
Sorry.
Yeah, you
It's okay.
came
Better
on
see
the
it by the
podcast.
next
Find a
Your
13th
personality has
reason.
Right.
just
It
encompassed
makes
that.
sense
Oh, I
because
got
I'm
it.
a mystical. I'm a woo-woo girl.
There you
Oh
go.
my God, a woo-woo girl. I've never heard that till today.
Well, you're welcome.
Thanks.
Whoa.
I,
Whoa,
I know
whoa, whoa,
I
whoa.
did say that
Careful what you say
originally
before
was
the
that,
the
but I
second
think what I said
Oh.
was
Whoa.
INTJ.
INDEPENDENT. You know what that means.
So I think I also said that I was an architect. Same as Mr. Calvin.
Nice.
Nice.
I love how
Architect
we have a good
boys.
mixture.
I'm gonna-
Yeah. Very nice. If you want to find more, you can fucking Google it.
Damn. Jeez. That's how you treat our
I'll
audience.
quickly run through
True.
the rest of them. There's a couple other personality tests that I heard. The Enneagram.
What?
I think that's how you say it.
Don't quote that out of context.
Enneagram.
And the disc personality test.
Dominance.
This is more for
Sure.
like work
Cut,
ethic.
cut.
I think it's used for that. But yeah.
Even tempered.
yeah, I
What
do
even
have
did
the
it?
links on here if you want to look at whatever.
Oh, I love getting these.
Epicure.
I'll put this one up.
Epicure.
I don't know why the image is so ass.
That's okay. We can see it. Hopefully, when
Romantic.
Sean does the thing, it'll look better.
Yeah,
Or what? Maybe not.
we'll see.
No pressure.
But yeah, that was fun.
So we are Slytherin.
We are
and
Slytherins. We are
INFJ.
INF. No,
No.
we're advocates.
Him and I are. Yeah,
We are the
advocates.
advocate. Yeah.
'Cause we advocate for the people.
We
Yeah.
are
That's why our opinions are facts.
Slytherin
Are correct,
advocates.
yes.
Exactly.
It all makes
to
sense.
listen to us. Well, I suppose. Thank you all for watching. Check us out on Spotify and YouTube.
Yeah.
Like we said before, we also have our music recommendations on Spotify. Check that shit out.
Yeah.
We got Instagram, Facebook. I gotta fix Facebook still.
X.
It's fucking
Yeah.
wicked.
Or
I can't post
And Twitter.
using my phone for
We
some
got
reason.
Twitter.
So I have to do it on my computer
Twitter.
because I can't swap accounts. With
That's
my
a
work
that's an
account.
after pod
Follow us
conversation.
on all the socials. We have all
single
of them,
one.
so come check us out.
Yeah.
Even
Please check the TikToks. Please.
damn, what was
Please,
I gonna
God.
say, bro?
We're on TikTok,
God
Facebook,
damn.
YouTube, Spotify,
Instagram, Twitter.
Instagram,
Twitter,
Twitter, all the
LinkedIn.
things.
Maybe
I don't
Pinterest.
think we're
If
on
there's
LinkedIn
a
yet.
spot, we can even be on
LinkedIn.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
One of these days.
Yeah. You want it? We'll do it. Maybe.
For you.
Yeah.
For your benefit.
Indeed. And with that,
Whatever.
we have always been and always will be.
Okay.
Dubois.
Dubois.
Y'all have a great evening.
Bye,
night, morning.
See you next
Shining
week.
day.
See y'all soon. Deuces.
Oh, hold on. Shit. Hold on.
You gotta turn it on, bro.
Hold on. Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Oh.